Hi everyone, it's Angie coming on with today's ephemera make for hashtag Ephemera, hosted here on YouTube by Louise Heinzel and Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. We are on day 6, and the prompts for today's 6 make are feathers and a bingo card. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing well? I hope everybody's doing good. I've got all my pieces right here. I got to give you a little bit of backstory of why I chose the pieces that I did. I've got my bingo card here, and we'll probably just make like a little pocket that's something that we could put down on our page, or I might possibly use it as a journal card. I'm not sure how, but I'm just going to decorate the front. I'm not going to decorate the back. Okay. Now, I love birds, so I was really excited when I saw the feathers, and I have some real peacock feathers here, and I chose gold. Aren't that pretty? I just grabbed a few out of my bag here. I got these from Hobby Lobby some time ago, and it was a good sized bag. It's gonna last me a lifetime. I've got plenty of them. Okay, so along the lines of birds, birds tend to gravitate and be attracted to shiny things. For the reason, I do not know. Some say that study birds, they say it's, they'll pick something up and take it back to their nest and stuff to impress their mate. The males do, when it's courting season and, the mating season type thing. I don't really know, but that's something of what I've heard. They tend to pick up little shiny bits. So I had these little metallic shiny disc coin piece things here. So I grabbed a couple of those. I've got 2 in kind of a copper bronzy looking color, 2 in silver, and 2 in gold. So that's going to be my shiny, okay, to kind of tie in with the whole bird theme. And then I've got my peacock feathers, and I've got my bingo card. Okay, now I have to choose a bird, and owls are my absolute favorite. I love owls, and I see that they have an owl image in the free images that they provided for us for this series here, but there's also just a regular bird, which I kind of like the colors on that one. It's more colorful. And then of course the beautiful peacock, and I do have peacock feathers here. But my bingo card is kind of small, which they will house all of them, but for whatever reason I'm really torn, but I'm more going for the owl because owls are amazing to me. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the owl image. Okay, so along the lines of birds and their nesting habits and the way they pick and choose, I didn't want to use like a ribbon or something like that. I wanted to use like a small twig of some sort, but I can't believe I was too lazy to go out in the cold and find a twig. So I didn't choose that. And then I thought, okay, I'll just use some twine or something. And I could not find any in my whole craft room. I couldn't find a piece of string or twine with enough sturdiness to it. I had the crocheted trim string that I use when I sew my signatures, but I thought that was just too thin and too, I don't know, like delicate, if you will. So I got to looking, and along the lines of how birds, they pick up and gather all different types of pieces to build their nest, it got me to thinking along this styrofoam stuff that you get in packages when people package your product. So I cut a slender piece, and it's kind of plasticky, and it's got a little give to it and pull and play to it. So I thought I'd just use a piece of this because it is something that might be on the ground and a bird would pick up and use in their nesting. So I just tied it in knots to see how well it would work for me, and I think that'll work. So I'm going to use a slender piece of that, and you'll see as I go where I'm going with this. So I'm just going to cut another strip about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to use that. Okay, and those are my pieces that I'm going to use for my make today. So now I'm going to cut out my owl, and if I can incorporate the word owl, I will do so. We'll see how much room I have left once I'm done with everything else. So let me fussy cut this beauty out real quick. And I had some fussy cut birds in my own inventory as well, but you know, they provided us with these gorgeous images, so we might as well use them when we can. And like I said, I wanted to, you know, I've got to do these videos as, you know, time allows. And I always look before I get ready to do my video to see if there's been a post made with their makes to see what animal they chose. But neither one of Barbara nor Louise had posted their videos yet, so I would have liked to wait, but you know, I've got to do my videos when you know, I have time. So, and I don't want to get them, you know, I don't want to wait till the end of the day or something like that and get too far behind, because we're doing these makes every day. So I don't want to get too far behind. Okay, so there's my beautiful bird. And then what I'm going to do, I've got this piece of blank paper here, and I am going to decorate this with gilding flakes. Okay, I have a combo of 3 colors, gold, silver, and like a rose gold, copper, whatever. And they're the same colors that I have here. That's why I chose the gold feathers. So we're going to go with a real nice, shiny, beautiful piece here, hopefully. I'm going to use glue stick, and I'm just going to randomly put it down on my card and let the gilding flakes stick wherever it wants to stick. I don't mind if a little bit of the red sticks out, if some of the numbers are exposed. I don't mind any of that. I think we're, you know, overall I am going for color. So I'm just gonna put some of this down. Gilding flakes are such a beautiful piece to work with. I love working with gilding flakes, but it can be a little messy. So you just got to be patient and try your best to kind of keep it contained to an area. That's why I've got this piece of paper to somewhat help me. And you just put it down. They do come in sheets, but they end up getting into flakes anyway, so I just buy the flakes myself. It's just, why use the paper? And then, you know, it ends up in flakes anyway, so. All right, then you're just gonna press that in. And I think my glue might have dried on me. Let me grab, and let's just put a little more glue in some spots. Oh, and I'm gonna have it all over my glue stick. I'm gonna have to clean that. And then you're just gonna lightly, easily rub away the excess. You can use your finger. A nice stiff brush works really, really well. And I didn't get enough glue. I definitely want to bring in more. You can bring in a nice stiff brush, oh, excuse me, or, you know, something like that, and just buff away until it's smooth. Just buff it away. Okay, but I didn't get enough down, as you can see. I definitely want more. So let me I'm gonna have to just clean my glue stick when I'm done. Okay, so let's get some more down on there. I'm just gonna turn it over. And as you can see, it flutters everywhere. Okay, we'll go with that. So let me brush off the excess here. And what you catch and remove off these bigger pieces, just put them right back in your container and just reuse them the next time. They can be reused. Okay, try not to waste. Gilding flakes are a little pricey actually, but that goes a long way. It really does. So, save this bit. And I just brush it out of the way and clean up later. Okay, so let's buff this out. So pretty, but I still want some more. I don't think that's enough. Especially like right here, it's too bare. So let's just go one more time and put a little more. I'm just gonna try and use what I have on my paper. Okay, and buff that out. Okay, that's a little better. Isn't that pretty? And that's why I said I think the red actually complements this. At first I was like, ooh, that's just a little too bright and too bold, but I think it's gonna work. Now that I've got a good mess, I'll try and pick up a little bit of this. Okay, put this to the side. I'll be dusting and vacuuming up glitter for 3 days. Okay, my next thought. Got the gilding flakes all in my little feathers here. Okay. All right, that's good enough for right now. So my next thought is I want to bring in some black soot, ink around the edges. Okay, I like it. And actually, I think I'll hit the edges of him with a little bit of black soot as well. Just a bit, don't need much. Yeah, okay. And he's gonna just sit right there on his roost in his nesting area. And like I said, now I wanted to use string or a little piece of branch, something more natural, but I wasn't going to go outside. So this is where my little discs come in. I'm just going to thread these through here. So I'll go silver, metallic, gold, silver, bronze, or whatever color that is, and gold. So I've got 6. That should be plenty. I don't really like an even number, but that's okay. Might have to take one off, let's see. And I'm gonna just spread those right along the side right there. And I think I'm gonna need my glue gun. Let me grab that while we're thinking about it. Get that baby plugged in. Okay, that could be heating up. All right, so I want those to run down the side. He brought his suitor some shiny objects for the nest. Yep, just like that. And then I'm going to intertwine a little bit of cheesecloth in there. I've got some cheesecloth. Spread that out. Okay, let's get this down first, and then I'm going to tuck in, and we're just going to make a nice little display here. Yeah, 6 will be fine. I'm just trying to think if maybe I want to remove one. I think I do. We're going to go with 5. Okay. It's not quite hot yet. So while we're waiting, we can start. Let's see how our glitter glue functions with this plastic. We're just going to put a little dab. See if it holds. And this isn't getting hot. Let me check the outlet, make sure it's plugged in. I might have pulled it out. And I did. From the wall. My extension cord. Okay. Well, that's actually working. So while we're waiting on the glue gun, I can at least get this in place where I want it. Play with this a minute. Nope, it's not going to work. All right, my glue gun heats up in about 60 seconds, so let's just give that a minute. I'm going to have golden gilding flakes everywhere for a few days. Okay, yep, it's getting hot. Almost there. Okay, we can go ahead and put our owl down, and I think I want him to be a little dimensional, so I think I have some foam tape. There we go, the glue's oozing out now. I'm going to bring in a piece of foam tape, or a couple pieces. I just want him to sit off of the card a little bit. I'm going to put him right there. All right, my glue's ready. Let's get that down. Put a little strip right there. Okay. And then I want to just tuck in some feathers here and there. and some cheesecloth as well. Let's tuck a little under the bottom here. I want that to poke out a little bit. That's kind of big. Use this one. Okay, like that. I want that to stay in place there, so I'm going to put a little dab of glue right there. Hold that feather in. I don't really want those discs to move, so I'm going to help those a little bit stay in place and put just a pinch of glue on the underside and hold that down. Deal with your glue strings, of course. Okay, it's kind of protruding up a little bit. Let's get a little more glue under there. Okay, I think I like it. Except plastic on plastic, it's more wanting to melt rather than stick. There we go. Okay. I would like to tuck a little bit more of this in somewhere, if I can get it in there. Where's my pokey tool? Let's use that. Tuck a little in there. And maybe a little bit under him. Like so. Yep. All right, now I got to get that glued down. And a little smidge under there. Pull away the flyaways. Okay, I think we're done with all this. feel like we need a little word or something. How about his name? His species, let's put owl. Let's trim that down, it's kind of big. Some black soot. And I feel like we need something right there to cover that little. I'm going to use another piece of foam tape. So it's kind of raised right there, so I'm going to put one on each end so it'll kind of sit somewhat straight. Hopefully. On my little glue strands there. Yeah, that works really well. Okay, I think I'm going to call that one done. Now I have a big old mess I need to clean up once I turn the camera off. Okay guys, that is my Defemember make for day 6. A cute little owl card. And with all the dimension and all the layering, I think I will be probably using this as a pocket rather than, you know, an actual journal card or something that gets tucked in somewhere. I'll probably put it down on a page like so. But you see a little dimension. It's got a whole bunch of texture, a lot of color, and a beautiful owl image. Okay guys, that is my make. I hope you like what you saw. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.